Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this episode I'm going to show you everything wrong with my cars. But as usual, before we get too deep into today's video, let's roll the intro. And we're going to start with my 2003 Suzuki Jimny. And now this car has been broken, let's say, for probably over a year now or somewhere in there. And that's a massive spider right there. And I'm going to show you exactly what is broken with it. So, what's wrong with this car? I don't even remember where oh, here. It's been that long. So, if you get closer here, the worst bit is going to be that there. Can you see that there? That massive hole. And then on this side, same thing. Right there. That's all broken and damaged. So basically we need a new from slam panel or whatever you want to call it. It costs around 350, 400 quid, so it's quite expensive thing to buy. And I don't know, I suppose that's the excuse that I've been putting on, so I haven't been doing it. The other thing as well, if you come here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you can see this belt here, this belt right there, right, that's coming off from the actual pulley. So what happened is the crank pulley, I don't think you're going to be able to see it from here, but the crank pulley down there, so you can see the belt there, they come off. So the crank pulley at the bottom, if I find the video, I'll put it here. Basically decided to leave the chat. I believe it's like a harmonic pulley, like the ones on the Honda. So basically you got the rubber insert in the middle between the two pulleys, if you like. So the inside and the outside of the pulley. And what happens with that is, with time, they get worn and they start wobble. And basically that's what happened in this one. It just decided that was enough, and it just gone. So what we're gonna have to replace is the front panel. We're gonna have to replace the crank pulley. We're going to do the belts, and I was thinking as well, this car only has 72,000 miles, but I bought it and it has nothing, as in like I don't have any history or nothing. And this is a chain engine. It's a 1.3 double overhead cam chain engine, and in reality they say that they last forever. But what we're going to do is probably do as well a chain replacement. I never done one, and I think it's like quite an interesting thing, so we're going to do that as well. Another thing that we're going to have to replace, apart from all the tires, we're going to have to do a refresh as well on all the brakes. But the most important thing is we're going to have to replace the wheel bearings. Now this side here has a slide plate, but the thing is, to replace this is not just like a normal pressing wheel bearing. It's quite a lot of a tedious job, and you have to actually take the, I think it's like the torsion bicycle or something like that from the inside. So all of that has to come out in order to be able to replace all the bits that we need. So we're going to be doing that. That's going to be a big job, and hopefully, I'm quite excited about it, because hopefully it makes the car drive way better. So with this car, as I said, it's been sat here for now what, 6-7 months, and prior to that it was sat at my house for probably the same amount of time. And I've been postponing it because I wanted to work more on the Forester, and then I had the accident, and then the Forester took priority. Now, I was in two minds with this car. I was thinking maybe about selling it because I don't have the space at the minute, and I don't know, I didn't know what really to do with it. I don't really have a purpose for it. But the thing is, my sisters, one of them behind the camera, they never been in this car. I never taken them anywhere with it, so I think that's a good excuse to actually get it back on the road. And as well, it's so much fun to drive. I mean, you go nowhere, and with the snorkel that we got there, it just shouts on your ear, but it's so much fun to drive. And I think it'll be a quite cool, maybe, I don't know, small road trip, maybe to Wales, to the beach, the three of us together. It's going to be a laugh. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what is wrong with this car. As I said, there's not many things, but the things that they are wrong, they are quite big. Which it takes us to our next car. As you can see, I'm so comfortable sat here, but this takes us to our next car. The next car is the car that I actually started this channel with, or basically I started doing the repairs and stuff like that on the car. So without further ado, show him the car. Alright, so with this car, there are a few more bits actually that are wrong with. So let's start with under the bonnet. Let me show you. I don't even remember how to fucking open this one either. Was it here? I finally remember how to open it. That's quite stiff a bit. Which one does it fucking go? Man, I haven't worked on this car for so long that I just can't remember anything. So, I mean, as you can see, it hasn't been touched in a long time. A nice ecosystem we got here. Look at this, beautiful. But the things that we need to replace here basically is, first of all, this front panel. Mostly because, as you can see, that one is loose. This one down here. We have done quite a bit of this car, so I'm going to list the videos up here, or the playlist up here, so you can see. It was at the beginning of when I started the YouTube, so forgive me if the videos are not too good, but you know, you play and learn. But in here, if you come close, I'll show you. So we've done the belt here, even though it doesn't look that new anymore. We've done the water pump, as you can see, that is fairly new, and the pulley as well. We've done this thermostat housing right there, the vapor filter. We've done rocket cover. We've done spark plugs. We've done a new radiator as well. That is the old bit, but the radiator is brand new. We've done quite a few things. I think the only thing here in the engine bay that we need to do, apart from trying to set the carburetor nicely, try to make it idle properly, but as well you have to think about that this car hasn't run properly or hasn't been on the road since 2012. So yeah, and it's been here in the UK for probably what, 8 years or something like that. So it's been a while. And we have done a refresh on the carburetor, but we haven't set it properly. So what we need from here, we need to, actually I can show you, if I take this off, right there, and right from here, some of the pipes as well, like this one, that needs replacing, because you can see how brittle that is. But if you look here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but right there there's a crack on the actual block itself. So what happened is that when this stud was changed, they pushed it way too far and they basically made a hole right there. Well, I don't know if they drilled it, I don't know what the fuck they did, but that is wrong. And this is why this plastic thing as well is broken. So I'm gonna JB weld that probably, hopefully it holds, and then I can change the Campbell cover as well, because as you can see, that just rattles right there. But if you look at the carburetor, look how fairly new that looks like for a car that is, well, 36 years old, 37 years old. So as I said, we're gonna have to replace most of these hoses. I'm gonna buy all the kit and do all of them, so we know that they're good to go. And I think, I mean, let me check my list, because there are so many things. Yeah, so another thing that we need to do, and I will try to find the videos. What I need to do is I need to replace the gearbox seal because it's leaking, and the drive shaft on that side as well is leaking, so we're going to replace that. We're going to replace the track rod ends, which I already have, because they are perished. And of course we're going to need new wheels. The discs and pads were brand new. I bought actually Brembo drill or groove brakes, I think it was. The handbrake and the drum shoes are all brand new as well, but I need to check the wheel bearings because I think one of them I didn't actually put it on correctly. I'm gonna have to check. We're gonna have to bleed the brakes as well. What else? The rubber hangers on the exhaust, they are all gone, so we're gonna have to replace that as well. The gas struts for the boot as well needs replacing. The piping there is basically, for you to understand if you're not used to these cars, basically imagine a pipe like this, right? This is the one for your screen wash, but imagine a pipe like this, a bit more rigid. A pipe like that goes around your vehicle in this era, basically goes around your vehicle for the central locking, so it's a vacuum central locking, if you like. So it has a pump at the back in the boot, and then basically this pipe goes around and goes to the doors, and then it locks it. So what happened in this one is that one, I think it's on the right hand side, the back is basically has a hole in it, so it's not closing properly, so it's never been able to lock properly. I mean, it has like a over pipe just to seal it, so it does lock every now and then, but it just takes way longer than it should. So we're gonna have to replace that as well, and we're gonna get a new exhaust system for it because I wanted to make it sound a bit better. And what else? I mean, that's quite a lot of things that we need to do, but most of those parts we already got them. So we're gonna, as I said, refresh the brakes. The rear suspension needs replacing, and I think what I'm gonna do is just replace the whole assembly and get some nice coilover so we can play with the camber and we can play with the height and all that kind of stuff. But apart from that, I mean, which is, as I said, a lot, this car still lives. It does run, it does drive. I mean, now the battery is dead, so I'm not gonna be able to start it for you. But if I find a clip that car with the car running, I'll put it in here. So now that we've done the Jimny and the Golf, we're gonna do the Impreza, and we're gonna leave the Forester for the end. So, what is wrong with the Impreza? There are not a lot of things wrong with it, luckily for us. I keep forgetting that this one has a frame. So, this is basically a EJ204, so it's an NA 2-litre boxer. And what is wrong with it is that what we've got, every now and then, a hesitation where you put your foot down all the way, you're doing like, you are 2,500 RPM or something like that, and it's like nothing. It's like it was a turbo lag without the turbo. So we're gonna have to check what that is, and I think what it is actually, what it actually is the fuel filter, because it's never been changed, and they say they are for life, but I don't believe that. On the manual it says you have to change it every 60,000 miles, and this one is never been changed, so we're gonna do that. So that's one of the things. You remember that we did the HKS auxiliary belt, and you can see how much the coloration that already has. It's not blue anymore, or not as blue as it was before. From the front to the back, as you can see right here, we got corrosion, we got rust in there, so we're gonna have to sort that out before the beginning of the winter. So before this winter, we're gonna need new tires. I have used them quite, how to say it? Roughly, maybe. Yeah. Maybe, and the rear ones as well. We're gonna have to replace it. So we need a full. We need a whole new set. What we need to do as well is this rear wheel bearing, because I never replaced it, and is as well starting to hum. You can see more rust here, typical Subaru, typical UK car basically. We need to replace, as I said, the wheel bearing here, and we're going to do a whole refresh. I don't know if you can see it right there, but we got 5mm spaces on the side here at the back. And we're going to probably go with 5 at the front, further down the line, and probably 10 at the back, so we can bring it out a tiny bit more. And apart from that, the car is actually really good to us. I mean, yes, it has a couple of scratches. That was my sister trying to reverse the car, and she hit the bush. I don't know if you can see it right there. So yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, apart from that, the car is actually quite good. It's been quite good to me. I had it for now, I think it's been 5 years. And yeah, you know, knock on wood, it's been very, very good. And what I want to do at some point as well is replace this spoiler and get the WRX one. It comes out a bit more, it's a bit further out if you like. It has a dent right there, and as well it has a dent right here. But yeah, apart from that, the car is quite good. The only thing is, and here's where Lee and I, we might have a bit of a job. The only thing is that I like the, let's say, as Marty Cam would say, purity of the car being an A and just keeping it an A. But driving the Forester and being turbo makes you want to turbo this one. So maybe at some point, we might gonna have to engine swap this and get a nice 2 litre. I'm not gonna go 2.5, I'm gonna go 2 litre and probably a turbo. So now what we're gonna do is pass to the Forester, to the baby of the channel for the last 6 months or so, the 2-tone Forester. But we've done something, before I show you anything, we've done something, and what we've done is this. So now the door doesn't catch anymore like it was catching right there. Now it closes almost perfectly. As you can see, the gap is getting better. I'll put the clip here out. This is fucking scary. On how we did this, we still need to bring this out, so that will be probably on the next video or so. But yeah, let's start with the Forester. Let's show you everything that is wrong with my 2003 Forester XT.
Oh, that would be good, yeah.
Yeah. So this Forester is a 2003 and it comes with a EJ205, so basically it's a turbo one with the TF35 turbo, I think it is. I don't think this one has the actual TD04. So yeah, let me show you what is wrong with it. So one of the things that is wrong with it, if you can see right there, that pipe that goes to the turbo, so is the Y pipe that comes from the back of the intercooler, that we need to replace because it is in a bad state. Some of the hoses here we might as well check and possibly replace. The radiator is actually good. This mount got knocked off when I had the accident. As you can see, I deleted the airbox as well. We're gonna have to polish the headlamps on both. That's another thing as well. Some idiot actually reversed into me and scratched the car, and as you can see the plate as well and whatever, and that's why this one's are black, because it used to be color coded, but I can only find one, and then I thought I was going to paint them, but then I just left it like that because I think they look alright, so at least for now. So what else here with the Forester? As I said, it has the TF35 turbo right there, and my idea is to replace the pipes and all that kind of things that we need to do, the boring stuff if you like. We already done the pitch mount, because if you've watched this video up here, you remember that when I went to Wales it broke, so we've done that. But what I want to do is refresh the pipes, and then after that I want to get a TD04 turbo, so the one for the 2.5 XTs, and try to push. From factory was 180, it's not going to be 180 right now, but I would like to push around 240 to 270. That should be quite good. And the thing that we're going to have to replace is the airbox. I don't know if you can see it properly. Let's see if I can get it a bit. So yeah, right there, as you can see right there, is broken, so we're going to have to replace that. Then as well, I want to refurb the wheels. I don't know what color I'm going to go with. I'm not going to go with the gold because it's so typical and everyone has it, so maybe some sort of like silver, or I don't know, we'll see. As well, I need to get it properly tracked because I did the front and that's almost on the ballpark, but the rear ones are quite off, so we're going to get the 4 wheels aligned, and then the car will drive straighter if you like. Of course, another thing that we're going to have to do is paint the wing and paint the door as well. I need to order the bumper bracket so they link together, but this we're going to do it once the door is actually set properly where we want it, where we like, when the gap is alright, when the gap here as well is alright, then the door opens and closes properly. We're going to do as well this dent, we're going to pull this out, and we're going to show you as well how we're doing all of that. Lee knows how to paint cars. I never painted a car in my fucking life, so the idea that we had with Lee was for him to give me some rough idea of how to go about it, and then just let me to it. And then he probably going to be at the back laughing, you know. But yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's never going to be a show car, so you know, might as well have some fun with it. But yeah, we're going to have to do all of that, and then I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe in the next video. Hopefully, it's in the next video. But if you remember, we've got the Pro Dry Back box that we got from my friend Ben. But the thing is, I like the sound. I like the tone. Is quite nice. It's throaty. It's not too loud. And the thing is, since with the help of Lee, we managed to get this car back on the road after the accident, and if anything, I feel even more connected to this car. And if before it was going to be a forever car, now it's going to be even more. So I wanted to make it talk a bit more. I want her to talk to me a bit more when I put my foot down. So we're going to replace the back box with something a bit more spicy, if you like. And at some point, we're going to get a sports downpipe when we do the tuning and the turbo and all that kind of stuff, and see how many brake horsepower we can pick up. I don't want it to go absurd. I don't want more than, as I said, 270, 300 maximum, because I use this car as a daily walk with the Impreza, and as well I wanted to do some road trips, so I don't want to spend millions on fucking fuel, you know what I mean. So, but while I was doing this, Lee was having a look at the engine on the Impreza. So why don't you tell us, Lee, what is your idea if I turbo the car?
Well, if you're turbo in the car,
Yeah, if I turbo this one, what are you doing?
this one's coming out.
Where are we putting this one though?
This is going in my VW,
Exactly. So Lee has a.
in my Type 2, in my bus. That's
So-
where this is going.
So it's a Type 2. What year is it? 1970.
One.
So 1971. I think I might have a photo of it. If I got a photo, I'll put it here on the. I'll put it here on the screen. But yeah. So when we turbo this, we're gonna put this engine in Lee's VW, and that's going to be another thing that probably is going to come to the channel.
That's going to be a project and all.
That's going to be a project and a half. But to be honest with Lee, we've been talking about. Well, he got way more cars than I got, and cars that I haven't even seen, and cars that you haven't even seen yet either. But we've been talking about this winter, this autumn winter, really go at them, really start working on the cars that we've been neglecting, if you like. And the Jimny is going to come here at some point as well. We're going to start working on that, like as I said, replacing all the things that we need to replace. But with Lee and myself said that we're very excited for this autumn and this winter, even though it's going to be probably shit. It is going to be.
It'd be good.
So this winter is going to be, I mean, like every winter in the UK, probably very rainy, wet and cold and all that kind of stuff. But we are very excited for this winter because, as I said, we're going to start working on the cars that we keep on putting off. We keep on not doing shit and leaving behind, like the Citroen that is in there. That's going to be on the channel as well. So there are a few other cars. The minibus, it will be on the channel at some point when I get rid of this. But we can start doing things on it. We can, if you want to see it, just let us know on the comment, and we can start working every now and then, do something on.
We'll just keep bringing them in.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got lots there.
Yeah, then with the Citroen as well, we're going to start working on that as well. We're going to start doing a couple of things. With the Mini's almost done, really.
Yeah, got some painting to do, roof do.
Yeah, the roof could be a good project to show them. But as well, like there's some things on the Mini that we can, the window regulators and stuff like that, we can show how to get them sorted and that kind of stuff. So
there's still something to play with, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is like so there is the Jimny, the Golf, the Impreza, the Forester, Citroen, the Mini, hold on, I'll start again.
Go on.
So we go the Jimny, the Golf, the Impreza, the Forester, the Citroen, the Mini, the minibus, the Honda is it?
Yeah, my Honda Prelude.
Yeah, Prelude, that one to work as well. We got the Pajero that I never seen, and I'm very excited to see that car.
Yeah, Pajero's got to come.
So that's like
Got the Chrysler, do?
We got the Chrysler to sort out as well.
Yeah.
So we got at least 10 cars that we can.
Yeah, we
We
can
can work
206 Roland Garros sitting out there, and
we got the Citroen as well.
yeah,
No, is
and
it
a little Aga.
Yeah, the Aga, yeah. So we got at least 10, 12 cars that we're gonna have to start working on and start being lazy and come. I mean, it's not lazy because we come after work, really. So we come after about 10, 12-hour shifts, and then we come and work on cars. But I'm beyond static to start diving into these cars and see what we can do and just see the results and be able to go and drive them out, whether people understand them or understand them. So I think I'm going to stop rambling here. I need to get ready because I'm going on holiday again. So
Not jealous at all.
No.
Not like normal.
No, not at all. No, it's just
No.
all the good fun and blessings. But yeah, so I need to.
Holiday every 2 weeks.
It's not every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
It's more like don't believe me. It's not 2 weeks. It's more like every 2 months. Let's say every 2 months. Deal on that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we set off for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and get ready for that. But just stay tuned because I'm very excited for the things that are coming. There's a few other bits, of course, that we're gonna find on the cars that we're gonna have to do. Maybe I forgot to say or mention. I got actually a rally event coming up at the beginning of September. I'm gonna go with one of the guys from the Forester, so that's gonna be another video for you to watch. I've never been to that rally, and so it seems pretty cool. And yeah, but I think here's where I'm gonna end the video. So as usual, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing if you do, and I shall see you very shortly.